Good afternoon. This is a short video to show you how you can create a social fundraising page very simply for the Yoga Foundation as part of their Yoga at Risk Youth Program fundraising campaign that they're running in June 2019. Basically, to be a social fundraiser for the Yoga Foundation, there are two parts to your role. One is to create your own fundraising page, and then part two is to send out a link to that page to your friends and family and colleagues, asking them to make donations to your page in order for those funds to go straight through to the Yoga Foundation. It's a very simple process, two parts. The first part will take you about 3 or 4 minutes, which I'm going to show you now. To send out the link obviously takes very little effort as well, because it's just simply creating an email and sending it out. Let me show you, and I'll show you how to do that as well. Let's get started. Here's an example of what you're going to be creating. Jessica has created her own page here. As you can see, she's personalised it with her name at the top, an image of herself, the image of the young people doing yoga. She's created her own text. She's created her own fundraising goal of about $1,200, and she's also nominated in here the end date, which is going to be the 30th of June at 5 o'clock. Let me show you how you can create that yourself. If you go to the link that you were sent by Jessica and the team at the Yoga Foundation, you'll see a page that looks like this. This is the general cause page. Simply click on Create Crowdraiser, and in here, put in your email address. This is your unique identifier for everything that's going to happen on the GiveNow platform. So there's my personal email address, and I'm going to put in here the title of the page. Just in the same way Jessica put her name in, we strongly recommend that you put your name in so people know that this page definitely belongs to you. So I'm going to call it Kathy Support for Yoga and Youth. And you can see it's already nominated. For this page, all funds raised are going to go to the Yoga Foundation. That's already been nominated. Fabulous. Second step in the 4-step process. I'm an individual. I'm going to leave this. I'm not fundraising on behalf as part of a team. I'm doing it individually. And then I get to put in here whatever text I think is relevant. So I'm thinking this text is okay, but I'd actually like to personalize a little bit. I'm raising funds for the Yoga Foundation because I'm inspired by their work. I am very aware of the value of mindfulness for me and for the young people I know. Something personal like that, that obviously I can come back and edit and give more thought to later, but that gives you an idea about how you can personalise the text. Automatically select is the fact that I'm going to receive a donation report, which sends me an email every morning about the donations that have occurred in the previous 24 hours on my page. It also asks me for a closing date. Now, at the moment, that's defaulted for 6 months out. I don't want it to be 6 months out. I want my page to expire on the 30th of June at 5 o'clock. And I want everybody to know that it's actually a time-limited campaign. So now is the time. When I ask them to donate and they come to my page, that they'll see that now is the time to donate, because it has to be all resolved by the 30th of June. Then in terms of a target amount, I don't have to enter one, but I would like to think that I can raise at least $600 from my community of friends, family and colleagues. That would be invaluable money going towards a $25,000 target that the Yoga Foundation has to raise in June. So if I can do my $600, that would be a marvellous contribution. I'm going to put that as my commitment, and then I'm going to click on Next. Now I'm at the point where I'm going to upload a cover photo, which is the banner at the top of the page, and I'm also required, as you can see by this red asterisk, that I need to put a profile picture of myself in, and I will happily do that now. I'm going to choose one of the images that Jessica had sent through, which I think is lovely, of the young people doing some yoga on the floor there. And I'm then going to also then choose a picture of myself. So it's very clearly my face. It doesn't have to be as formal as this, but that's a picture of my face, so that when people come to the page, they can see that this is definitely my page. It's got my name on, and now it's got my page. There'll be no illusions from my people that I know that this is a page all about a request from me for donations to the Yoga Foundation. So you can see I've got my own title and images and all the words that I put in, and that's it. Once I hit submit, that request has now gone through to the system, and I can go and check the kathytrong11@gmail.com, click on the link, and you'll see that I've actually then I will be brought back to this page, which says I have got a page that's been set up to the value that's been set up, and I'm going to be trying to raise funds up to the value of $600 odd. I can go over that. It's not going to stop any donations coming in, but that's my target. And I can edit it and add team members and everything that I want to from this platform. But importantly, if you go now and have a look at what's on the page for the Yoga Foundation, you will see that literally within the last 3 or 4 minutes, I have created a page. There it is, Kathy Support for Yoga and Youth. This is the page that I've created. It's been done very easily, very quickly. It took very little effort. Now, this is the link that I'm going to send out as part 2 of my connection. This is part 2. I take that link and send it out to all my friends and family. So as you can see here, part 2 of my challenge as a social fundraiser is to take that link and share it so that people know where to donate to. The important thing to note when you're going into this second part of the process is donors give when they are asked. That is pretty much fundraising 101. That's the nutshell. There isn't a lot of strategy to it. Literally, now that you've got a page, if you can do the ask, you will be surprised, pleasantly I'm sure, at the number of people who are prepared to support you and to donate. So I need to create a basic plan for myself, and I've broken it down like this. For over the next 4 weeks, I've looked at it and said, look, my friends here in Melbourne, the people I work with, people at the club, at my sports club, people in my family, and I'm going to do general Facebook posts. This is the way I'm thinking about sending out the link. I'm going to send emails to those top 4 groups there. You can see I'm going to send out 2 emails a week apart, and then at the last week, just before the end of the campaign, just before the 30th of June, I'm going to send out a final email to each of those. And I've structured it so that the people at the top, the friends in Melbourne, are the ones most likely to donate. So I'm going to get to my $600 target pretty quickly, I'm hoping. And anyone that kind of flows in later, and then the family members who may not be as committed or as interested in donating, they're going to be at the end of my Ask campaign, but nevertheless, they're there. But they're going to get in hopefully at the point where I'm up to maybe $400, $500. And so asking them, they're likely to tip in because they can see this campaign is going to succeed, that I'm getting close to my $600 target, but I'm not going to give up, and I'm going to ask them all. The Facebook, I'm just going to post every week. That's my commitment. I'm happy to keep on the chatter on my social media, be it Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, that I'm running this campaign. I'm going to link everybody through to my Give Now Cause page. And basically the email is going to look something like this. It really doesn't have to be very complicated. It's exactly what you'd expect. You personalise an email to Sally, you put in a couple of paragraphs about why this is something that's important to me, my story, my narrative, in less than 150, 200 odd words. Then I use the text that has been sent to me about from the Yoga Foundation as to why this is an important program. And then you can see at the bottom of the email is a very clear call to action. Please click here to donate to my fundraising page. I'm hoping to do my bit and raise $600 before 30 June this year. That's my call to action. It's all pretty straightforward. So it doesn't have to be complicated. I have to say, I really believe it's a really simple way that you can support the Yoga Foundation. Create your own page, grab that link, send it out to your networks. I hope you'll be pleasantly surprised about how meaningful this will feel and how this will be an extra level of contribution you can make to the broader community that you believe in through the course of June. Best of luck, and I hope it goes well.